Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Erik Ten Hag gone, sacked by Ineos, and there's been a lot going on over the last 24 hours. Man United lost to West Ham, and I just wanted to talk briefly about Arsenal versus Liverpool game of the match week, and also Barcelona thrashing Real Madrid 4-0. Vinicius Junior not winning the Ballon d'Or, though I'd understand why they gave it to Rodri. But then, anyway, we'll just get back into that. I'm sorry for I'm still struggling with equipment, but working on how I can make it more consistent, my posting and everything. And yeah, so let's get into it. Uh, Manchester United sacked Erik Ten Hag yesterday. Was it? Yeah, yesterday. Yes. And personally, I did not want Erik Ten Hag to go. I did not want Erik Ten Hag to be fired, because over the last 8 managers, except Rangnick, of course, Erik Ten Hag is the one who gave me the most belief. He brought in youth. There was a style of play that the players clearly couldn't implement. And yeah, so basically VAR sacked Ten Hag. And I think his stubbornness is what cost him his job, because he had so many chances to drop Bruno, so many chances to drop Rashford, though he dropped Rashford a couple of times, but the amount of belief he put in Bruno, that's what gave him the sack for me. I think Bruno is a brilliant player, but every player, no matter how good you are, goes through a vein of bad form. And I think Bruno was going through his vein of bad form. And Erik Ten Hag didn't drop him, and I think that's what got him the sack, because Bruno's ever Hollywood pass. I mean, this guy, he's a risky player, he's a risk-taking player, and that could be a good thing if it works. And not every time you have to take the risk. Sometimes the risk does not pay off, and you don't take the risk all the time. If all of Bruno's risks paid off, he will be world class. But not everything that he does pays off. Sometimes safe is usually the best option. And I personally wouldn't have sacked Ten Hag. I would still have given him time, because he gave me something that I believed in. And the latest reports are that we are in talks with Amorim, the Sporting Lisbon manager. He's odds-on favorite to become Manchester United manager. Ben Jacobs put it on his Instagram that terms are already agreed. So we're just waiting to see. As for me, I would have gone for Thomas Frank. Personally, I really admire Thomas Frank. I mean, I think Thomas Frank is a brilliant tactician. I think he's a brilliant manager. What he's done with Mbeumo, Wissa, and Ivan Toney, you look at his midfield, I think he's a tactical genius. And personally, I would have taken the risk on Thomas Frank. Not that Amorim isn't a good... Amorim is a good manager. And the same risk that the Glazers took with Ten Hag is the same risk that we are taking, Ineos is taking with Amorim. And something that is not talked about a lot. People say, oh, Ineos are in charge. I don't really think they are in charge. Ineos own 28% of the team. The Glazers are the majority owners of this team. So they have to have a say on who's the next manager. They had to have a say on sacking Ten Hag. They had to. Nobody wants to talk about that. Personally, I really admire Thomas Frank. I really admire Emery. I am so jealous of Aston Villa right now and what Emery did. Emery took Aston Villa from a relegation form team to a top 4 contender. playing amazing, brilliant football, and I love it. I personally would have taken either Emery or Thomas Frank. Granted, getting Emery out of Aston Villa will be pretty hard because statistically over the last 2 years, Aston Villa are a way better team than us. Right now, of course, as well. So it will be taking Emery out of a better team to come coach a fallen giant. And one thing I noticed about managers and a leader in general, a leader is egotistical. A leader has the I can do it mentality. A leader is supposed to be stubborn, but not too stubborn. But then a leader has to have that I don't care where you are, I can do it mentality. That stubborn ego. That's a leader's ego, that's a manager's ego, that's a captain's ego. And I get it. Maybe Emery would consider, if Manchester United rang up Emery right now and told them, hey, we want you to coach Manchester United, I don't know what his response will be, because he's coaching Aston Villa are way better right now, and the fans at Aston Villa love Emery. The players do as well, the board does, and he's in the Champions League. Man United and the Europa League, they are in top 4, we are at 14th. Yeah, we're a fallen giant, but I think Emery is way better at Aston Villa, though I will take him over Amorim. I will take Thomas Frank over Amorim. I will take Nagelsmann over Amorim. I will take Unai Emery over Amorim. I think Amorim will be 4th choice in my book. But terms are... Ben Jacobs says that terms are agreed, so let's just wait and see. The buyout clause for Amorim is 10 million. 10 million euros, that's 8 million pounds. In the summer, he will be free. This is something that I don't know yet, but you can just add up. Manchester United are talking about a release clause for Amorim. So that means that they want him right now. Because if they wanted him in the summer, then they wouldn't have to pay a release clause. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So I'm really happy that Manchester United want Amorim right now, instead of throwing the season out the window by having Ruud van Nistelrooy as an interim. Yeah, really impressed with Manchester United. They fire, and rumor has it that Ineos fired Ten Hag after they knew the person they were getting next. That's good leadership, by the way. That's Brighton level leadership. And the Brighton model has been... people are really trying to replicate the Brighton model, because Brighton always seem to like bring out stars every season, just out of nowhere. Look at their coaches, look at the players that they bring through. I mean, that model, so many teams are trying to implement it. And Amorim was odds on to be next manager for Man City. So if Manchester United are able to snatch and hijack that deal, I will be really impressed. Yeah, on other news, brilliant game against Arsenal and Liverpool. So sad to see Gabriel go out in... I don't know if he's injured, because I don't think Arsenal have released a statement telling us if he's injured or not, how long the injury will be, if it's just a knock. We're waiting to find out. But Arsenal played brilliantly. I think the game was more of Arsenal losing 2 points than Liverpool dropping 2 points. I think Arsenal was so on top of Liverpool, and even the manager, Arne Slot, said that Arsenal is the first team to give them a game. So disrespectful to Man United, by the way. But Arsenal really gave Liverpool a run for their money. yeah, like chase them out. Like, whew, it was nice. Anyway, Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. Um, I personally I thought Vinicius Junior would win it for me. And if really they wanted it to be given to a midfielder, I would have given it to Jude Bellingham. But Rodri is odds on the best midfielder in the world, holding midfielder, let's say. But yeah, Rodri has won the Ballon d'Or. Let me know what. Congratulations to him. I really thought Vinicius would win because Vinicius had his best season last season, and beginning of this season he's still shining. Like Vinicius Junior is, I don't know, he's like the best player in the world right now. But then Rodri captained. Okay, you can tell why they gave it to Rodri. I get it, but then I really thought they will give it to Vinicius. But congratulations to Rodri. I understand why they gave it to Rodri. Because Rodri is a midfielder. He's the best holding midfielder in the world, the best midfielder in the world, in my opinion. You can see how Man City have slightly fallen off without him. He was in crutches still. What a pity. I love Rodri personally. I wasn't for Spain winning the Euros. Personally, I'm an England fan. I'm an English fan. The Three Lions. But yeah, Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. As I was saying, I understand why they gave it to Rodri. I would like given it to Vinicius Junior, but hey, congratulations to Rodri. Barcelona smacked up Real Madrid 4-0, and the amount of chances Lewandowski missed to make it a hat trick is so unbelievable. And the amount of times Mbappe was caught offside, oh my goodness, so unbelievable. Oh, Kobe Mainu was ranked third in the what was the award? The category that Lamine Yamal won. Kobe Mainu came in third. As you all know, Kobe Mainu is my favorite Manchester United player right now. And part of the reason why I didn't want Erik ten Hag to get sacked is because Garnacho is a talented winger, youngster. Look at Leny Yoro. Also, my favorite players at Manchester United right now, Leny Yoro. Okay, Kobe Mainu was number one. Leny Yoro, Garnacho, Højlund, Ahmad. Those are my 5 best players at Manchester United right now. My favorite players at Man United. Obviously, Kobe is my favorite. I have, like, Kobe Mainu is my favorite Man United player right now. And Erik ten Hag had a huge hand in having him develop to the point where he is right now. Will the next manager favor a Kobe Mainu, a Garnacho, an Ahmad? You know, a Højlund? Maybe the next manager will come in and say, nah, these are not my style of players. Sell them. Yet I have grown a liking to Kobe Mainu. And if the next manager comes in and says, sell Kobe Mainu, I will understand it. It will hurt. You know, my team first, Manchester United first. It will really hurt. But I will have to agree with the coach. But yeah, that's just my opinion. That's why I really wanted Ten Hag to stay, because I saw what he was doing. I saw the vision. That first half with West Ham, the Crystal Palace game. I see what he's trying to do. I can see why. I started seeing why he bought Mason Mount. I started buying into his vision, and then they sacked him. And you know, I'm not player FC or manager FC, but I support Man United. We have to move on. Anyway, that was it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you all on the next one.